What's good, YouTube? It's a beautiful Friday, so thought I would drop a video. I ain't really got that much to do anyway, so I want to talk about my bipolar diagnosis and how I went about it and how it came to be bipolar 1. So when I first got out of the military, I really wanted to focus on mental health because I noticed that there's stuff kind of wrong with me in a way. So I went to behavioral and health in my town. They diagnosed me with ADHD at first, right? It was ADHD and PTSD. And then I was on, they put me on Vyvanse for first like 5 months, 6 months. And I actually liked that medication. But then like I've noticed I get like huge headaches and like sometimes it won't work, sometimes it did. So I would tell my psychiatrist, and then they switched me to Adderall. It was like the XR Adderall, 20 milligrams, and it would work like when I was calm. But then I noticed like I'd be fighting with people, getting really angry, getting really paranoid, and like when I was up in the upper stage, like, and I'd be waiting for those moments, like all I gotta do is wait, and then I'll be motivated again. But I noticed ADHD, it would calm me down sometimes, but it was only like a certain amount of time that would happen. I'm trying to make sense with all of this, but it's kind of hard when you're like, kind of speaking it out. But I'll go over there again. I'm like, hey, I'm getting paranoid. I'm wanting to fight people. I'm like having a really huge ego. Take my seatbelt. And I'll be thinking I'm like the boss of the company. Like I'll be telling the boss what to do, and I just be getting really angry about like little things, you know. And they would give me this time they gave me Prozac, and then they're like, so then I take Prozac and my ADHD, and then it would work sometimes, you know, but then other times I'd have the same issue. I'd be like super paranoid, very delusional. I thought I was like the best worker out there, and I'd let my ass show a little bit, you know. But luckily my boss is cool enough where he had understanding. I just tell him I have some like mood swings, you know. But I didn't really know what was wrong with that. I just thought it was ADHD and all that, and thought the medications were like swinging me like into these huge rages and paranoia. Like I would literally come into the office and I'd just be hearing voices. Like it was to be the vent, but to me it felt like voices were talking to me, and I thought I could hear my big boss talking about my wells, talking about me. Like literally I could hear them talking about my wells and all that, and it was real, but it was all in my head, you know. And I would just be sitting there like, oh yeah, they were trying to fire me, they want me gone, they want me to work harder, you know. And sometimes I'd be pushing my body too much to the limit where I be going above and beyond. And you know, when you kind of look at the older guys in the work and you can see how much work they do, and then you kind of like go with them because they have more experience and they know about the company. But I'll be going above and beyond, thinking I was gonna get all this praise, thinking I was gonna get respect and all that. It didn't work, you know. So I was like, I really want to stop working so damn hard sometimes, because then when I was down, you know, I would work my 8 hours, I would go home. When I'm up, I don't want to even go home. I want to keep working. I want to keep figuring things out. I just had a huge goal and plan that I'm going to get all these wells to do amazing. And then I'll be taking things apart. I'd pretty much be like a tweaker out here. I'd be taking things apart, putting them back in, figuring out how the movements go. So then I would tell my psychiatrist, and then she would tell me like, I think you have what I think is bipolar 1. And I was pretty ignorant to bipolar 1 because I thought it was just for really, really crazy people. And I was like, no, I work a job and everything. I've never. And she's like, oh, bipolar 1s could still, you know, work and have a job. But that's when they upped my dose in Prozac. And that was the first time I went to the hospital because I just couldn't take it no more. I got so paranoid. I was coming into the office and I just felt people laughing, and I thought they were laughing at me. Like I felt like there was like a huge spotlight just on me, and it was like they could be talking about, I don't know what they were talking about, but to me it felt like they were just talking about me, laughing about me. It was just insane. So I went to work. I came out to the field, and you're kind of by yourself out here. So I was in my own head, and I was just going insane pretty much. And I just told my boss, I need to go to the hospital. I need to check myself in. There's something not right. So then I go to the hospital, and they gave me lamotrigine, a mood stabilizer, and they gave me what's that? Zyprexa. So I'd be taking those, but the Zyprexa like really kicks my ass sometimes. You gotta take it like early. Like I have to take it like 6 o'clock, because if I take it at 11, oh man, it's so rough to get up. But I don't like Zyprexa just because it kind of feels like a sleep medication. Sleep medication makes me like, it gives me so much anxiety, because I hate how stuck you feel, and how like a zombie, kind of in a zombie state. But I'll take it when I'm in my uppers. Like right now, I'm thinking manic right now, or hypomanic. But with the medication, it's working, because if I take Zyprexa, it kind of just calms me down to the next day. Like right now, I'm like pretty calm, but yesterday I was like all over the place. I'd be talking like way too much. Like I noticed that too. Like I'm not really a talkative guy. I'm kind of to myself, but when I'm like in upper mood, I'm talking to everybody. I'm having friends and everything. Another thing too, like when I have friends, I always lose those friends, because I get into like a mood where like I flip a switch, and then I become like an asshole to them. Like I'd be really nice to them, then all of a sudden I'd be cussing at them, telling them that they're worthless and everything. Same thing with marriage, you know. Like it can be great, but then it can be really bad, and it sucks, you know, because you don't want to cause harm to your spouse, but it happens. Like, you know, that's why I try to work. Like in the military, I remember I'd have a huge issue, like in the motivation too. I started so many projects, right? Like I'm good at like everything but master at none, pretty much, because I just pick up so much shit. The military, I was motivated for 4 years, and then after that I was done. I picked up a guitar after 2 years, done. Picked up my business. I was so into that business, I don't even care about that business no more, and I have the watches still in my house, right? And I got like 300 of them. And then I went, you know, every job, this job too, I was super motivated, but now I'm kind of like, I want something different. And that's what it sucks, because I can see people that just stay motivated all the time, but I notice like after a certain amount of years, I just give up on everything. I just become unmotivated. I don't care about it no more. And same thing with relationships too. Like I get so involved. I become like a clingy boyfriend in the beginning, like a kind of a narcissist in a way. Like you love bombing and all that, you know, but you're just like addicted to that person. And then after a while, you just become this straight up asshole, and you just don't care. And my marriage worked for me just because like I love my wife a lot, but like she does take a lot of the blows that with my moods and everything, and it's not fair for her. But I'm still trying to figure it out with my therapist and my psychiatrist, and that's all I can do right now, because I always knew something was wrong with me. Like I didn't think it was bipolar 1, but then it makes a lot of sense. Like she gave me, sorry if I'm flip-flopping a lot, she gave me the paper, like look through this, and if it resonates to you, let me know. And it was a bipolar 1 sheet. I was like, man, all this stuff like resonates with everything I've been through in life. And she's like, yeah, I think you have bipolar 1. That's like, so your diagnosis for now is bipolar 1, ADHD, and PTSD. But right now, I'm just focused on bipolar 1, because I feel like that's more serious than the other two. And my whole life, I could just look back and like, yeah, I can definitely tell. Like, get in trouble in the military, you know. I had fun. When I got my rank deducted, I was having so much fun. I just completely forgot about work. And like delusional thinking. Like, I went to bankruptcy, right? Chapter 7. Because when I was starting my business, like I thought I made it. I already thought I was a millionaire. Now I had all this money, like I can just go blow it. I already thought I was a successful businessman. I bought a Cummins. I bought a house. I was buying cats. I was paying for like things that I really didn't need, and I was using up all my credit cards. I was like, it's gonna make it. Like, this business is awesome. Like, I'm doing so good. But granted, I was only like bringing in like $300 a month for that business, to be honest. wasn't making that much, and I had to file bankruptcy because I had all these bills. Like, even that house, right? I bought that fucking house. And then I was like, once it becomes an issue, I'm done, you know? I don't want no problems with that fucking house. Like, I wanted to rent it out, and then renters were just horrible. They wouldn't pay. So I was like, forget about this house. Forget about this Cummins. When you pay $900 for a vehicle, it's not smart. Let me tell you. If anybody that wants to get a vehicle, don't do $900 payments or more. It's going to put you in a rut. And it's all you're going to pay your money on is that truck, probably bills, a little bit of bills here, and then you're going to go all to food if you have a family. So I had to think, I was like, man, I got all this debt. I got to get out of this. I filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy. And it's going to take 6 or 7 years, but I went and bought a Trailblazer all cash, so that's good. I don't want vehicle payments no more. Especially since I have a lot of responsibilities on my shoulders too, because I have my family and everything. So it's kind of hard. Like right now, I wish I could just quit my job and do something else. Because I love this job, because it's easy and it's like pretty cush. But then I'm like, I want something different. I want to do something else now. Like, that's where the thing, you're good at everything, but master at none. And like, it took a while too. For my diagnosis to get there, it's probably like close to 1.5 years to get my fully diagnosed bipolar 1, because they're just working with me the whole time. And I think that psychiatrist was like put me on that Prozac to see if, you know, what it does if I have bipolar 1 or not. Like the ADHD medication, that was not good for me. Like, with just straight up Adderall and Vyvanse, yeah, I was flipping my shit. I was getting so paranoid. I'd be calling people up like, hey, did you touch my stuff? Did you touch my shit at work? You know, and I only had like 5 months in this job and shit, and I was telling people like what to do, and I become like a cocky little prick. But at the same time, like, I'd love being medicated, to be honest. Like, the Prozac works, the lamotrigine works, the Zyprexa works, and I still take Adderall. But with those mood stabilizers and everything, it just calms everything. It just slows everything down for me. The anxiety was like way too much for me when I was unmedicated. Like, no one wants to be like a nervous wreck, you know? Especially as a guy, you don't want to be a nervous wreck around other guys. And when you're trying to learn a job, you're just so anxious you can't concentrate. So this stuff like slows me down, and I can actually like focus and be calm in situations that wouldn't be calm before, you know? And the confidence level, like when you don't have anxiety, your confidence is like way up there. Like when I'm in my higher modes, my confidence is way up. But then like when I'm down, I just feel like a chill guy. Like right now, I just feel chill. But like that's just because of medication. But yesterday I noticed I was like all over the place. I was talking, and how I know is like when I'm in upper 2 is when I'm talking, I just can't stop talking. I just want to keep going and going and going. My tongue's twirling. I'm like starting over my words. So I went home and just took a Zyprexa, and then right now I'm just chill. And that's what I use Zyprexa for. I use it for like higher moods. And it will last a couple days too. I don't like taking it every day. It's just, I don't know, I hate sleep medication. Like, I know it's not a sleep medication, it's antipsychotic, but to me it's like a sleep medication. It makes me super drowsy. And I'll be talking to her, like I started out with 10 milligrams, now I'm at a 7.5. And I want to see if I can like go like a 5 or something. Because I still work mornings. I get up at 4 in the morning. And that one time it was like dangerous to even come to work because I was so damn drowsy. I was all over the road and shit. Like, it was bad. It was bad. And I was sleeping in the meeting. Like, my boss was talking, I was over here like slumped. So I think when I take it at 5 or 6 o'clock, it's like way better. Like, right now I feel awake. And I feel motivated to do things. Like right now I don't really have much, but I can find something after this video. But yeah, I wonder what else is there for bipolar 1. Yeah, like they're gonna, like, I know there's a lot of them, like they study with you with the Prozac stuff. They want to see, you know, the medication. And I was lucky enough to like where it wasn't bad enough for me to lose my job and stuff, because I was getting to the point where I was like yelling at my boss and stuff like that. And I mean, I remember it was kind of funny too, because my wife, when we first got together, she told me that she had bipolar 1. So I would be studying bipolar 1, and I didn't think it resonated with me at the beginning. And then all of a sudden, like, she didn't have it because she stopped her medication completely. She's like, I know I don't have this shit. And she stopped it, and she's fine, you know? But then I noticed a huge change with medication. Like, it works completely. Like, what I want it to be. Because I want to be, like, level-headed. Not all over the place anymore. But, like, it sucks, you know, you have to rely on medication because you kind of want to be like yourself, you know? But then I'm like, if I gotta use this for my advantage, I'm gonna do it. And it's helped me a lot, because in the military I really want to be medicated, but you know, in the military, if you medicated, you can't do anything. You can't do no trainings, nothing like that. So I didn't do that. And I remembered I went to that, I did do behavior and health over there, and they would just give me sleeping medication. I forgot what it was called. Yeah, but that's all they gave me. Like, yo, you don't want to be on medication, you do that, you're not going to do no trainings, you can't go to the field and all that. So, but I heard some people are medicated military. I don't understand it. But then when I got out, that was my main focus, because I remember how much I can be an asshole in my own household, and how much of an asshole I could be around some people, and like how like I can lash out. I can be super chill, and then I can just lash out at people and be a complete dick. So that's when I went to behavior and health. The military too, like my commander thought, not my commander, but my lieutenant thought I was a psychopath, because he said, man, you're like super chill. Then all of a sudden you're just like going off on people. You're just super angry and all that. And I know I'm not a fucking psychopath. I have a lot of emotions and stuff, so. But like, I think the downsides to like the medication too is that like I'm not emotional like I'm not really emotional anymore. I can't really connect with people on an emotional level when I'm on my medication. Like when they're talking to me about something sad, it's like I'm just looking at them, but I don't feel anything, you know? But I used to be very emotional when I was off the medication. Like, but I talked to some guy, he was on the same shit as I was. It was kind of funny, like I was talking to him, and he had a different like diagnosis, and he said he was on the same, you know, stuff as I am, but it makes him extremely emotional. And I was like, that's crazy how like it can affect everyone's brain differently. So like what I'm saying to you probably doesn't even happen to you guys, because when you guys take it, it'd be something completely different. Because sometimes it can lead people to like suicide and all that stuff, but haven't got any suicide thoughts, you know. That's like depression is like really sucks, because that's when life really slows down and you're just so unmotivated. You don't even want to go to work, you don't want to get out of bed. And my wife had a hard time with my depression because I just lay around. I wouldn't talk, I would just lay around. And I didn't know what was wrong with me at the time, because I'm like, I don't know, I just don't want to do nothing. I'm just lazy. I feel worthless right now. I'm getting anxiety. But then like when the medication starts, it still affects you. Like the medication doesn't take everything away. Like I still get depressed and everything, but it just helps you just keep going. Because I don't want to be, it'd be cool to collect disability, but I don't think it's right, you know, for bipolar. I know some people are, and that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, but I got a family to take care of, so it's not an option for me. So, but yeah, I just want to pop in and talk to you guys about that, and because I haven't put a video up in a while. So if you guys have any questions, put in a comment below, or like this video, and see you next time. Peace.